Welcome back to Hoosier Sports Night. Indiana anxiously awaits the upcoming decision by the NCAA as to whether or not they will issue additional sanctions on Coach Kelvin Sampson and the basketball program for making illegal phone calls. Mary Deneen has the story on what fans are saying about Hoosiers head coach.
The matter that's been discussed is still under review by the university and the NCAA, and until it's been completed, I'm just going to have no comment about that.
While Coach Sampson may not have given any comment about the violations involving excessive three-way phone calls to potential recruits, IU basketball fans were certainly filled with plenty. Outside the student union, fans expressed their displeasure over the coach's second violation in as many years.
You should learn your lesson after doing it the first time, and he obviously didn't learn his.
I feel a little bit betrayed by what he did, because he did say the first time he wouldn't do it again, and it happened.
I don't think the team should be punished for what a coach does to them.
Yet despite showcasing their frustrations for the ongoing situation, most students look past it and are eager to see their Hoosiers perform at Assembly Hall.
I still think the IU basketball team is going to be amazing regardless of what happened, and we're going #1 this year, so, you know, let's go Hoosiers.
Going to Assembly Hall, there's no better feeling than when, you know, the end of the fight song comes on and everybody does the IU, and it's just the overall atmosphere in Assembly Hall and just being part of the history that is Hoosier basketball. You can't get anything better.
Fans of Indiana basketball have their differing opinions towards Coach Sampson. Other fans have expressed their frustrations elsewhere. Associate Professor Claude Cookman of the IU School of Journalism said, quote, "I am outraged that he was a phone call away from receiving a $500,000 raise. That money could have been spent on hiring 6 or 7 real professors." Covering the Kelvin Sampson recruiting violations, I'm Mary Deneen, Hoosier Sports Night.
From crying and controversy involving Coach Sampson's recruiting violations to joy and jubilance here at Assembly Hall, Hoosier Sports Night's head editor, Greg Schoenbaechler, had a little bit too much free time on his hands this weekend, but it is all well worth it as we take a look at the first year of the Kelvin Sampson era here at IU.
Indiana wins the championship. Keith Smart is the hero.
To the drive, the leader.
Coach Kelvin Sampson and his team did talk to the media last week. No one was talking about violations, but Sampson and the team were willing to give their thoughts on what is expected to be a promising year for the Hoosier basketball team.
Last year this time, you know, who was our leader? You know, I might have said who was a cap, but I'm not sure we had a leader this time last year. This year we do. You know, I think we got 2 really good leaders. DJ has been great. Not good, he's been great. And Lance. You know, those two seniors, both captains, have earned it, and they earn it every day. And I think it's something that's that has to be earned every day.
The number 12 ranked IU men's soccer team kept its perfect Big Ten record intact as it picked up a 1-0 win over number 6 Northwestern last Sunday. Daniel Kelly scored the game's only goal, his third this season, with an assist by Billy Weaver. With the win, the Hoosiers improved to 8-4-1 and 3-0 in Big Ten play. Now the team put its unbeaten Big Ten record on the line when they hosted number 24 Ohio State on Sunday afternoon.
IU's matchup against the 24th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes in soccer went down to double overtime as the two teams played to a 0-0 tie. With that tie, the Hoosiers brought their record to 9-4-2 on the season, 3-0-1 in Big Ten. Brad Ring did his best to try and put the Hoosiers ahead as he led IU with 6 shots. It was also another excellent performance from IU keeper Che Kane, who put his 6th shutout up for the season.
All in all, I was pleased with the performance. I thought we lacked a little bit of energy, a little bit. Sometimes the Sunday afternoon games where it's tough to, it's a little warmer than it's been, and so I don't know. I'm sure guys are disappointed, and I am too, that we tied the game.
With a tie against the Ohio State Buckeyes, the IU men's soccer team improves to 10-4-2 overall and is still atop the Big Ten. Goalkeeper Che Kane had a great game and kept the Buckeyes scoreless.
You know, I was fortunate enough to play well today. They had their couple chances and I was able to answer. But on a bigger whole, our defense played really well because if you look at the stats, we held them to so few shots compared to what they held us to. So you got to give credit to the defense because they kept them out of the box for most of the game.
These young men, they know, they'll be disappointed from the tie, but when it's the next game, they'll be ready to play.
The Hoosiers' tie with Ohio State has them gaining momentum as many Big Ten matches are coming up. Reporting from Yeagley Field, I'm Natalie Platt, Hoosier Sports Night.
Coming up after the break, Mark Kaplan will be here in studio recapping last weekend's college football action in The Rundown.
And the women's volleyball team had a pair of games last week. See how they fared coming up next on Hoosier Sports Night.